Good morning, students. Welcome to the online classes of Standard 9. We are starting from 6th lesson, that is classification of plants. Already you know that some characteristics of kingdom Plantae. In previous standard, we have discussed about living organisms and their classification manner. 5 kingdom system also. Same thing we are repeating in this lesson also. Living organisms are classified into two groups, that is prokaryotic organisms and eukaryotic organisms. Prokaryotic means their nucleus is not properly developed, but eukaryotic organisms, their nucleus is well developed. Okay, prokaryotic organisms or prokaryotes include kingdom Monera. It is our first kingdom, that is kingdom Monera. It includes in prokaryotic group. Okay, eukaryotic organisms are further classified into two groups, that is unicellular organisms and multicellular organisms. What is meant by unicellular organisms? The organisms in which all the body functions are carried out within a single cell, means a single cell performs all the functions. Such type of organisms are called as unicellular organisms, and the examples are animals of kingdom Protista, means all protists are the part of unicellular animals. It is our second kingdom. Multicellular animal means the animals or the organisms in which many cells are present and each cell performs different type of functions, or cell or tissue or organs present in these animals. Okay, and various types of functions are performing by different types of organs or different type of tissues or different type of cells. Multicellular animals are further classified into two groups. In the cell of some organisms, the cell is with cell wall, means they have a proper outer covering around the cytoplasmic membrane. But in some animals, the cell is without cell wall, means their outer membrane is directly cytoplasm or plasma membrane. They do not have cell wall. The animals in which cell wall is present, they are further classified into two groups, that is autotrophs and heterotrophs. Autotrophs means autotrophic animals. They can prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis. Example is Plantae, means kingdom Plantae is our third kingdom. Okay, in kingdom Plantae all the plants are included and they can prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis with the help of a green colored pigment, that is chlorophyll. With the help of green colored pigment, that is chlorophyll, and that's why they are called as autotrophs. Another type is heterotrophs. They cannot prepare their own food. For their needs, for their food, they are totally depends on autotrophic organisms or other organisms, and that's why they are called as heterotrophs. The kingdom is fungi. It is our fourth kingdom, that is fungi. They are totally depends on other organisms for their basic needs. Animals in which cell wall is absent. Okay, animals in which cell wall is absent, such type of animals are from kingdom Animalia, that is fifth kingdom, Animalia. Animalia kingdom includes all the animals without cell wall. Okay, means their cell does not contain a outer cover, that is cell wall. This is all about the 5 kingdom system. Now in this chapter we have to study about kingdom Plantae only. Okay, now kingdom Plantae, very simple. Kingdom Plantae divides into two groups, that is cryptogams and phanerogams. Cryptogams are further classified into three groups: Thallophyta, Bryophyta and Pteridophyta. And the another group is Phanerogams. It is further divided into Gymnosperms and Angiosperms. Again, that Angiosperm is further divided into Dicotyledons and Monocotyledons. So in this chapter, it is our basic portion, but in this chapter we have to study about kingdom Plantae. Okay, and in this chapter we will discuss about the Thylophyta, their characteristics, Bryophyta, their characteristics and examples, Pteridophyta, then Gymnosperm, Angiosperms, their characteristics, and all about the Dicotyledonous and Monocotyledonous plants. In next video, we will discuss about the characteristics of kingdom Plantae and their subkingdoms and remaining characteristics. Okay, thank you so much. In 1883, Eichler was the scientist who classified that kingdom Plantae into two subkingdoms, that is Cryptogams and Phanerogams. Okay, into two subkingdoms, that is Cryptogams and Phanerogams, and he classified that plants of kingdom Plantae on the basis of these 5 points. The first is presence or absence of organs. Second one is presence or absence of conducting tissues. You all know that there are two types of tissues present in plant's body. First one is xylem, that conduct water, and the second one is phloem, that conducts food. Okay, means according to the presence or absence of these two conducting tissues, xylem and phloem. Now the third point is bear or not bear seeds, means some fruits possess seeds or some food does not possess seeds, means according to bear or not bear seeds. Fourth point is seeds enclosed in fruit or not. In some plants, what happens? Seeds are present inside the food, inside the fruit, and in some plants seeds are not present. And the last point for the classification is number of cotyledons, means outer covering. If the seed is covered with a single cotyledon, then it is known as monocot seed, and the seed which possesses two covers or two parts, that is called as dicotyledonous seed or dicot seed. Okay, means on the basis of these 5 points, Eichler classified the plants into two subkingdoms, that is Cryptogams and Phanerogams. And finally, Cryptogams include these three groups, that is Thylophyta, Bryophyta and Pteridophyta, and Phanerogams includes that two groups, Gymnosperms and Angiosperms. In next video, we will discuss about the Thylophyta, Bryophyta, Pteridophyta and their characteristics, and also Gymnosperm, Angiosperms and their two types, dicots and monocot seeds. Okay, thank you so much.